to the 28th of our Better Challenge, episode 12 of how to fix and correct your colors in Filmora. Now join me, let me show you how to do that in Filmora. Okay, welcome back. Now how do we turn our video from this quality? I don't know if you can see it to this. How do we turn it like this? So first of all, we need to understand that where do we get our color controls from? So let's say that we want to work on this clip. This is an example, this clip. Sorry, let me expand this out to be easier. So let's say we want to work on this clip. Let me bring it back on. Let me change the colors. That's very, very easy for everybody to follow along and for everybody to follow along. So let me change this to pink. So let's say now want to work on this clip. Now, how do we turn this clip to this? This is a better quality, obviously. So how do we turn this to this? So you need to first of all select it. Don't forget, select whatever you want to work on. Then you go to your color control, which is this. So from here, sorry. So from here we can work on our colors. Okay, first of all, we have templates, different presets and templates that we can use. So instead of you should just start afresh increasing this, you can select a template. You can select a template like this. Then you can from this template you can adjust your color correction and all that. You can adjust your settings. But I don't want to use any template. I just want to correct my clips from the original look and all that from the original state. So that means we'll leave this on default. Yeah, then we all know if you need a lot, so you can select the same thing, almost similar, the same thing. Then you can always work on the video separately. But let's just start as a beginner, so as a beginner's class. Let's just start. Let's just keep it plain and easy for everyone. So first of all, we need to move to our color first of all. Then let's work on our temperature. So due to this, I will just be showing you all the different color templates that we are working on. So I do focus on temperature, vibrance, saturation, exposure, brightness, contrast, highlight. It's just depending on what and what you're looking for. But since you're looking for something simple, so let's just work on temperature. Let's just add a little bit temperature. Just add warm, or either you make it, just make the just to make your video warm or cold. I just to make your video warm or cold. So it's either I don't know, either warm is kind of yellowish. Just add that warm texture to your video, or you make it cold. So that and it all depends on the kind of video you're editing, the type of video you're editing. So as for this, you can just increase the temperature a little bit. Yeah, don't over increase your temperature. Yes, you don't want your clip looking yellow or too cold, something like that. Just a little bit is good for you. I add vibrance because I want my video to have that a little bit. The visual, I want the visual to have that energy. So remember, don't overuse it, because if you should overuse it, it will not your video wouldn't come out well. So just work on it little by little. Then your saturation is just the same thing, yellow, just to add that thickness a little bit. But remember, don't overuse them. That is just the main thing. Then your lights, so exposure. So if your video is too if it's not exposed enough, then you can just add a little bit. Then your brightness, if your video is too bright or too dark, then you can adjust it from your brightness. So if it's too bright, you drop. Then if it's too dark, you increase it. So that is just what brightness do. Then for your contrast, it helps you add more depth. So um, just it will help your subject to stand out. It will help your subject to stand out. That's for contrast. Yes. Then so I don't know if you can see this from here. Now you can notice that my subject is not really coming out, but if you can see, the main subject will stand out. So now just imagine you're probably shooting and your subject is coming out too much. You can now decide to crop it. You understand? But it's just you kind of you look at it to know what you're looking for. That's just the thing. Then your highlight helps you to highlight your your distinct subject too. So that is just then I don't know if you want shadow. I don't know if you can see this. This helps to help you reduce the shadow in your this thing. Then another thing that I do work on when it comes to my color, when it comes to color grading, when it comes to color correction. I don't know if you have, I don't know if you can see this, but I help. This can help this can help your clip look sharp enough. So I don't know. Will I use the word clear or clean? Yeah, these words I use for that. If there is anything, I'll probably say you should avoid whenever you're dealing with your color correction. Try not to overuse. Just try not to overuse everything, and that is just it. Then another thing that you need to look into when you're correcting your colors, try to look at your skin. Make sure that any color that you're adding doesn't show on your skin. So probably if you're increasing your saturation, so you're expecting yellow to come out more. So try to avoid um that yellow showing on your skin. So the only way to show is if you overuse them. So that is just the thing. So avoid um overusing everything, and that is just the main thing. And in summary, if you think this video was very helpful to you, follow along and I'll see you on the next episode.